There is a sense of awe and mystery on this peaceful, quiet farm. In this lush valley, in the foothills of the Cascade Mountains, we witness directly the revelation of God's love. Here, one learns with the heart. Welcome to Camp Brotherhood. I'm Father William Treacy, and I founded this camp in 1967 with Rabbi Raphael Levine. You know, growing up in Ireland, I witnessed firsthand what happens when a society is divided and communication falters. But in a less dramatic way, we feel similar effects every day in America, a place that all too often finds itself fractured along lines of race, religion, and economic status. This beautiful valley has been set aside to facilitate communication so that we might listen to, learn from, and support each other in the spirit of true brotherhood as members of the same human family. Our retreat and conference center grew out of a cherished friendship I shared for many years with Rabbi. We met on the set of a television show called Challenge, where for 14 years we discussed current events from an ecumenical standpoint in an effort to break down the walls of misunderstanding and build new bonds of trust and consideration.
This is Challenge. It brings together a rabbi, a minister, and a priest. They offer their combined counsel to many of the challenges we face in this world and in this time.
So I said, what is morality? As a Christian, what do you believe is the greatest virtue that a human being can practice? It's spelled out for us. Charity, respect for another human being and his rights is the greatest. And what is the greatest sin? Hatred.
I agree with Father Treacy's position because, of course, it's part of the Judeo-Christian heritage that thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
After taping the show one day, Rabbi drove me to the farm where Camp Brotherhood stands today. He spelled out his vision for me as follows. He said to me, I grew up in a ghetto in Tsarist Russia, in Vilna, Lithuania. I never spoke to Christians. In fact, I'd walk on the other side of the street from a Christian church. He said, you grew up in a religious ghetto in Ireland. You never talked to Jews. And many of our people in America today are living in religious ghettos. So we have to get them out of their ghettos and speak to one another. That's the vision I have for Camp Brotherhood. Of course, I wholeheartedly agreed to support the rabbi. We soon found the money to proceed in purchasing this beautiful 200-acre farm near Lake McMurray, just 10 miles south of Mount Vernon.
That's about 1 acre, and in that 1 acre, we've got several different kinds of animals. You notice that? So as we gather all those animals in one pen, they all get along. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here at Camp Brotherhood, is to make sure all the people from different backgrounds get along. And so the good time you've had here, we hope that you'll take back to your school and your neighborhood and your home and get along with others as you have out here. It's been real fun watching you guys with the meals and playing games, and we sure would like to have you all back. You've been good guests out here. And we cut them once a year. They get their wool cut once a year. And you know what they do with wool?
Make blankets.
Make sweaters.
A marvelous transformation occurs when people remove themselves from the frustrations and responsibilities of their busy lives. Here, amid the natural splendor of the Skagit Valley, the stress and anxiety melt away, and the subtle rhythms of country life emerge. people find themselves open to both strangers and loved ones in a different way, and new channels of communication can be explored. This is the spirit of Camp Brotherhood. There you are, Rusty. Where are the others? Oh, they're too far away. Take your time now and don't choke. That's good, Rusty. Let those things. Good, Rusty. Many of you may already be familiar with some of our established facilities like Fisher Lodge and Forest Lodge, but we've also made many improvements in recent years. In addition to upgrading our infrastructure with such additions as paved access roads and a new water supply, we have added Strom Library, the Founder's House, Lee Lodge, and a number of smaller cottages and tent cabins. We are also extremely proud of our new 100-seat chapel. It has already been put to good use with interfaith religious workshops and services, including our New Year's ceremony, which this year drew members of the Protestant, Catholic, Native American, Jewish, Muslim, and Hindu faiths. And we've been developing new programs like Mission Farm, where young people train for service projects in their neighborhoods and around the world, and Homeworks Revisited, which brings together transitional families as they rebuild their lives. But Camp Brotherhood's primary focus continues to be facilitating nonprofit organizations in furthering their valuable activities. The camp is now serving over 120 organizations per year and is operating at essentially full capacity.
Camp Brotherhood is a blessing for organizations that don't have their own facilities, and we enjoy working with both secular and religious groups.
After over 30 years of serving a wonderfully diverse array of organizations, we are now seeking to build on this success by adding accommodations to better serve couples and families. We are in the process of building the Levine and Treacy Family Village at Camp Brotherhood, and we need your help. The Family Village is a place for couples, families, and the organizations that serve them to retreat to a quiet, peaceful place and to work together to meet their challenges. Traditionally, Camp Brotherhood has accommodated large organizations in dormitory-style rooms with bunk beds and common restrooms. We need a new type of facility if we are to reach out to families and couples. Our master plan calls for a new multi-purpose building along with 50 private rooms for couples and families. Lee Lodge was the first step and is a wonderful model for future accommodations. Each tastefully appointed room features double beds and a bathroom, providing the privacy and tranquility that families require in a retreat facility.
The possibilities are exciting. It's exciting to me to think about having a whole group of Ethiopian families or maybe Hmong families be there, and with their whole structure and the way they live their lives brought from Laos, and be there with a group of, I don't know, families from a West Seattle congregation of some denomination or other, and be able to start breaking down all the assumptions and all the barriers that keep them apart.
Rabbi was my mentor, and his dream and vision were important. When he died, why, in a car accident, Father Treacy and I happened to meet him and meet together at the hospital, unbeknowing either one of us were going to be there. And Rabbi was comatose, and we both held Rabbi's hand and came out, and he said we both committed to Rabbi on his deathbed that we would make his vision come true.
I made a promise many years ago to my good friend, the Rabbi, and I'm now asking for your help in building the Levine and Treacy Family Village at Camp Brotherhood. With your contribution, we can turn the Rabbi's vision into reality.
I've been a member of the board for approximately 6 months. When I was very young, I was taught that if you want to get to heaven, you never say no to an Irish Catholic priest.